Welcome to the Start Your Day Positive podcast. I am Sarah.
Hey, I am Len. It's good to have you with us here in the middle of the week. For those that like to win stuff, this is going to be a double dip Wednesday because we've got Stump Day coming up. You got a good Stump Day question for us?
I do.
Okay. And our gas giveaway continues.
Gas giveaway. I got to tell you, if you haven't been to our Facebook page or Instagram yet, we have this really cool song that goes along with our gas giveaway, and we got Len to dance. It's hilarious. But we're dancing on it. But yeah, we have more giveaways. $20 giveaway again today, leading up to Friday. We have a $100 giveaway.
Well, let me say this. Sarah danced, and I'm not sure what I did, but it's on the video. So, hey, speaking of the gas giveaway, I did something really fun yesterday. I thought, you know what? Why not? Life's too short not to be spontaneous. So we're doing the gas giveaway on the podcast, and then you and I were on Fox 8 talking about the gas giveaway. And I said, you know what I'm going to do when I leave the podcast? I'm just going to randomly stop by a gas station and give away a gas gift card. And so that's what I did. It was so much fun. I pulled up to the pumps.
Fun.
And there was a woman pumping gas. And I thought, she won't think it's crazy I'm approaching her because I'm in this truck that I drive, this Clayton Ford Do-Good Mobile. So she'll know it's legit. And I said, hey, how you doing? And I wound up giving her a gas card on the spot and said, we're doing a gas giveaway all month long. And she just thought it was the best of the best.
That's so great. Oh, I love doing that.
You know who I want to be?
No.
I want to be Santa Claus. It's so much fun.
I know.
The joy of giving is so much fun.
I know. It's so much fun. Well, we have that giveaway for the gas card coming up in the episode, so be listening for that keyword. So let's get things going here. But first, your positive thought for the day. A person who feels appreciated will always do more than expected.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I love that one.
Me too, and these are really interesting. We have 3 things your friends and family might be talking about on this Wednesday.
Okay, NASA has introduced the 4 astronauts who will fly on the Artemis 3 mission, the next major step in America's return to the moon. Rather than landing on the moon, the mission will test critical procedures needed for future moon landings. Working with spacecraft from SpaceX and Blue Origin, the astronauts will practice rendezvous and docking maneuvers in Earth orbit. NASA hopes the mission expected next year will pave the way for astronauts to once again walk on the moon in 2028.
All right. Are you into this? I'm really into it since the last Artemis mission.
Since the last Artemis mission, yes. I was so invested in the astronauts.
Yeah.
They were such wonderful people and interesting. So I'm invested, yes.
What they have to practice, because it's critical. You don't think about this. When we land on the moon, that's one thing. But we have to be able to get off of the moon, too. That's what they're practicing.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, because...
But they won't be the ones that go to the moon, though, right?
No, they're going to practice docking. So they're going to pretend that they're the people leaving the moon, and now they got to hitch on to another rocket to bring them home. So it's pretty complicated when you stop and think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that could have been the understatement of the year. It's pretty complicated flying to the moon. Apple has officially unveiled iOS 27, the next major software update for the iPhone. And the focus this time is on speed, smarter search, and improved safety features. Apple says apps will launch about 30% faster. AirDrop transfers will be quicker significantly. And Apple Maps imagery is going to be richer. They're in a big competition with Google Maps right now. Other upgrades include more advanced cycle tracking if you use it for your health monitoring, and also custom EQ for your AirPods. Apple says the iOS 27 isn't really about flashy new features, but more about making the iPhone faster, smarter, and easier to use.
Well, I also heard Siri's getting a major upgrade. Different voices, much more realistic voice. But what's interesting is Siri is going to be able to really do a deep dive within your phone. So I think it's the iPhone 15 and above has the smart intelligence, I think it's called. So basically with this new update, do you know how like sometimes people text you things like, I'm going to bring, pasta salad to the party.
That's a good example.
Blah, 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 blah. And, a week later, you're like, oh, what did Susie say she was going to bring to the party? Well, instead of digging through all of those text messages, you will just say, hey, Siri, what did Susie say she was going to bring to the party? and it will go through your text messages and tell you.
Sarah, that is so helpful because I was living that today. There was a text I needed to find. It was about a week old. I had no idea how many texts I received in a week. And I mean, I was just scrolling, and it seemed like it disappeared and the person's name wasn't there. It probably took me like 4 minutes to find the text.
So you will find this helpful, and I think it'll go through your email or, anything on your phone. It will do this deep dive search and tell you. So that was kind of one of the biggest things I saw it bring that was a little bit different. And I think it's going to have its own dedicated app.
Hey, let me do this because there's a lot of people listening and they're saying, that's good, that's interesting, but I have an Android phone, right? So I always find the stats interesting about Android phones versus iPhones, like who has what. So I actually dug these up because I knew we'd be talking about this. Let me run through them. And it has a lot to do with where you live and what age you are. Okay, so in the world, Android has about 70% of the phones, Apple 30%. In the world.
In the world?
In the world, yeah. Android completely dominates.
Okay.
In the United States, it's closer than you might think. iPhone users, about 60%. Android users, about 40%.
That is closer than I would think.
Okay, now let's keep digging. What about people under the age of 49? So under 49, it's still closer than I would have thought. iPhone users, roughly 65%. Android users, 35%. Now, here is where you can see the future is, where Android might have to come up with a pretty clever marketing campaign for teenagers. Teenagers, ages 13 to 17, 87% own an iPhone, 13% own an Android.
That's where it probably makes sense. That really shocks me. But the more we meet people, because we meet people a lot, and we'll be like, oh, listen to the podcast, show me how to do it, and they'll show us our phone. And I'll be honest, when someone shows me an Android, it looks so different.
It's like Greek, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like Greek, and I'm like fumbling around.
I know, because I always say, well, you have an iPhone? Because if they do, I know they can listen to us on the iPhone podcast app.
Yeah, I think it's because the Androids, they're all different. They all look, and the iPhone is the iPhone. Everything looks the same, feels the same. It hasn't changed much.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, it is. In the worldwide numbers surprised me. I mean, that's pretty amazing. 70% are Android, 30% are iPhone.
Well, yesterday we were just talking about burgers, and now I have a new survey for you because Americans have spoken. According to market research firm YouGov, Five Guys is America's favorite burger chain. More than 44,000 people were asked which fast food restaurant serves the best tasting burger, and Five Guys came out on top. Believe it or not, Burger King was a close second, which Len just talked about Burger King the other day.
They're coming
followed
back.
by In-N-Out Burger, Wendy's, and McDonald's rounding out the top 5.
Okay. In-N-Out Burger probably would be higher, but that's mostly a West Coast chain.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah.
I think it's only West Coast.
It is. So to be number 3 and only be on the West Coast, you've got a pretty good burger there. But yeah, there's something about that flame broiled. I bet it's been, for you, I'm going to guess. I'm going to say it's been 10 years since you've had a Burger King burger. I'm going to say.
Oh, at least.
Yeah?
I mean, since I started eating gluten-free.
Yeah, bring yourself a bun.
Maybe even longer.
Yeah, bring yourself a bun. And remember, ask for a burger from Burger King. We talked about this on the podcast the other day. Hot off the broiler, and it's going to be as fresh as it can be. See what that does for you. Bring your own bun and ask for a BK burger hot off the broiler.
But I do like Five Guys. Five Guys has gluten-free buns.
Yeah, it's good. And then they've got those fries.
And it's a super good burger.
Yeah,
They're more expensive, but it's the fries. Their fries are expensive.
Yeah, because they're hand-cut fries. But I always say, and when I'm in there waiting for my burger, because, they have the free peanuts there.
Oh, do they?
They do.
I haven't been there in a while.
Oh, yeah. They have bins of peanuts. And while I'm waiting for my order, I mean, I am munching as many peanuts to justify that more expensive burger as possible. I'm going, man, I'm eating a lot of burgers. I'm putting some peanuts. I'm eating peanuts. I'm putting some in my pockets.
Oh, my gosh.
Fill up with the good stuff, 'cause with good stuff, there's never enough. So you can be aware and care. and share and make your world a better place. Positive with Len and Sarah.
Okay, so last week we were in Wyoming and we stayed in an Airbnb, and we actually just fell in love with the couch.
I've done that. I know.
There.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best couch ever. Where I took measurements. I was like, I was actually flipping the seats over on the couch, trying to see where is this from? We did everything. We couldn't figure it out. Asked the homeowner and they didn't know. So it was like, okay. So I came back home. I went online, northeastfactorydirect.com. And right when I clicked on living room furniture, there is couches. And the one online, the picture of it looks almost identical. I want to go see it in person. But I'm like, Russ, that looks almost just like it. That's what we want. No, but their website is great, but you do want to go in person. Northeast Factory Direct is awesome. They have couches, they have hot tubs and saunas, they have mattresses, bedrooms, dining rooms, everything at great prices, and people to really help you find what's best for you.
Yeah, favor, when you stop by the location that's nearest you, please say, you know what, I stopped in, I heard Len and Sarah talking about you, and Sarah was talking about some couch. They won't know what you're talking about, but that's okay. But yeah, just mention our podcast. We'd appreciate it. The website is northeastfactorydirect.com.
Whoa, tick-tock, woo, time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
One of our favorite things to do on our podcast is to look at this date in history. So today is the 10th of June. Let's see what happened on this day.
All right, kids, don't try this at home, but today is the day in 1752 that Ben Franklin flew his kite in a thunderstorm and collected a glowing electrical charge in a jar. Ben was fascinated with electricity. He did experiments for over a decade and coined a number of terms used today, including battery and electrician. He also invented the lightning rod. The famous kite experience in 1752 was Benjamin Franklin's idea, but it's widely believed that his son, William Franklin, assisted him during the experiment. And most historical accounts say Ben flew the kite himself, holding the string and key. Now, William, who was 21 at the time, helped prepare and observe. So I've heard a little bit, slightly different accounts, but most historical accounts say that.
Yeah, and some people thought maybe that Ben handed the kite to William.
Yeah, right.
So here's an interesting story about Ben Franklin and his son William. So you can see they were very close at this time, working together in Ben's experimental laboratory, and they were tight. So most people don't know this, but it's interesting. It's a little bit sad, but it's just interesting. During the American Revolution, Ben was a leader, of course, of the Patriots, with the Declaration of Independence and et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. But his son William sided with the British. He did not think that America should declare independence, and through the entire American Revolutionary War, William, in fact, leaked some information about the Americans to the British, and he wound up getting arrested, and he was in jail 2 years during the American Revolutionary War. So that was the division between Ben and his son William. Yeah.
So some things never change, because I feel like, sometimes happens with parents and younger kids and
yeah,
wow.
I guess they spoke after the American Revolution and things cooled down. I guess they spoke, but Ben basically wrote, I think in a diary or something like that they never really restored the relationship. And here, they would have never guessed, 20 years earlier, the duo that was discovering electricity together would be divided over the war. It's interesting.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah. Hey, on this date in 1943, thank you, the ballpoint pen was invented by Laszlo Biro. That's why in Britain, a cheap pen is referred to as a biro, B-I-R-O, and maybe you've seen that brand in stores here in America. Before the ballpoint, people mostly used fountain pens. The ink smudged and leaked. It was messy. Biro noticed that newspaper ink dried quickly, and he thought, why not make a pen that uses this kind of ink? His invention used a tiny rolling ball at the tip to spread ink quickly and evenly, and so that's what we have today. It was invented, the ballpoint pen.
And now everybody just types on their phone and uses a computer.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't even use the pen as much anymore.
No, I never thought about that, but you're right. You're right
No.
about that. I often thought I've lost so many pens over time, and and I have the bad habit of borrowing a pen and not returning it.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope I don't have to give account for that someday.
Well, a lot of places just let you. I love going to the bank because they're always like,
yes,
just keep it. Just keep it, because nobody takes them intentionally.
Whenever I'm in a business and they have a free pen, like I was visiting an attorney the other day, and I always compliment their pens because I know anyone who's ordered that sort of thing for their business, they're called tchotchkes. Whether you're going to have them at the fair to give away or you give them away in your office. A lot of thought goes into which is the right pen for my company. So I always say, nice pen. nice pen.
Yeah. Pump up. Gas prices can't bring me down. Pump up. Free gas got me dancing now. Tank low, still got positivity. Len and Sarah bringing good energy. Pump up. Turn the bad news all around. Pump up. Love the sound when your name gets called. Every weekday, fill it up Friday too. Start your day positive coming through. Pump up. Gas prices can't bring me down. Pump up. Free gas got me dancing now. Tank low, still got positivity. Len and Sarah bringing good energy.
It's time to pump you up with our gas giveaway. We have a $20 gift card. Can I talk today? We have a $20 gas gift card to give away, and we got your keyword ready. Who was our winner yesterday?
Yeah, before we give the new keyword, let me say congratulations to yesterday's winner, Katie Rosewitz from Brunswick, Ohio. Listened to the episode, knew that the keyword was Claiborne. So, Katie, nice job. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you win free gas.
But that was yesterday, and we have lots of free gas to give away.
All right. Well, today's keyword is beach. Ooh, it'd be nice to head to the beach.
I'm going to drive to the beach on a full tank of gas.
There you go. Just go to our website, startyourdaypositive.com, put in the keyword beach, and you could be our winner today.
Len and Sarah bringing good energy.
Here on the Start Your Day Positive podcast, we specialize in sharing good news, and we've got some good news for you today. One of our valued sponsors is Liberty Health Share. Liberty Health Share provides a cost-effective, faith-based alternative to health insurance. And it's a nonprofit healthcare sharing ministry that facilitates the voluntary sharing of medical expenses among members who share Christian values. It works so well.
And they're doing it so effectively and affordably, they're returning over $2 million to their members. Would you like more information about the growing Liberty Health Share family? Go to the website libertyhealthshare.org.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yay! It's Stump Day. Every Wednesday, it's Stump Day.
Here in the Start Your Day Positive podcast, we like to do as many things as possible to add a boost, to make your day a little bit more positive. I can't think of anything that most people would enjoy more than being at home, having someone come to their door, and 2 dozen cake pops from Daisy Cake Pops. It's a wonderful local company, and they just make you smile. They're so good for any occasion or just to munch down on a summer day. They're the sponsor of our Stump Day question. We have an interesting Stump Day question every Wednesday where you could win 2 dozen cake pops.
Okay, so everyone knows, or you may know, I was out west last week, so this is kind of inspired from that. The question is, the only state where you can still do this legally is Montana. What is it? I was actually shocked by this. I was like, did we look this up and make sure it's accurate? The only state where you can still do this legally is Montana. What is it?
Wow, that's kind of unique and strange. Like, I could picture Hawaii or Alaska having a unique law just because they're so unique as states. But the only state is Montana. Okay, if you
figure, I don't know.
If you can look it up, figure it out, make an educated guess, you go to our website, startyourdaypositive.com. There's a link, you click there, fill in your answer. Everyone that gets it right will have a drawing. Someone's winning the 2 dozen cake pops.
Len and Sarah are positive, uplifting, they are fun to listen.
You guys are funny. I just love listening to you guys. You guys are awesome.
You know what? Never say never. I love this story because sometimes we feel as we age, we're done with things like, oh, I'm getting too old to do this, or I'll never do that again. But you know what? You can change your mind. I was listening to, do you remember that Miley Cyrus song? It might have been Hannah Montana. I don't even remember. You can change your hair and you can change your clothes. You can change your... Do you remember that song?
I have 3 girls, but for whatever reason, that one didn't stick with me.
You don't remember? Maybe it's because I hear it on Instagram all the time.
Okay.
Anyways, the whole idea is like, you can change your mind. You can change your hair. You can do this. You can do that. Just because you said you're going to do one thing doesn't mean you can't change your path.
Don't be in a box. Don't be in a box.
Don't put yourself in a box. But anyway, Serena Williams, I just saw. I've always loved watching her and her sister play tennis. And a while ago, back in, I think it was 2022, she played in the U.S. Open. And she was really she was evolving away from tennis at that time. Wasn't going to, play that much anymore. But she is back playing. Actually, she played yesterday for the first time since, I think, 2022. And she played in a doubles tournament. But what is kind of going viral and what people are talking about is because she said she's coming back, but not to win, which I thought was interesting. She said and told reporters that she's won more than most people have in their entire lives. So for me, that's not important. And it's important for me to keep reminding myself that I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I think she's 44 years old right now, but she said, I don't have anything to lose and everything to gain. Why I'm back here playing, it's really about my kids getting to see me play. She has a little girl, and she just said it's having the opportunity to still be able to do that while they still think it's cool and exciting.
She's an unbelievable champion. I mean, to watch her play in her prime. I read something the other day. I think she's the most successful female athlete in history in terms of earnings.
Wow.
Yeah, I think she is the top female athlete of all time. And I think this is wonderful. She's always had a great, super competitive, but a great attitude and spirit. And that makes sense. What a great way to go at it. I've got nothing to lose, and I'm just doing this for the joy of it, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Doing it for the joy. I loved that. I heard someone else say that the other day. I think it was Jennifer Garner, who's an actress that I love. And she said, I've never come from that place of, the actor who, I don't know, was kind of like just doing this for other reasons. She always said, I always did acting for the joy of it. Like, it brings me so much joy.
Well, I think you're forgetting somebody else, too. What about me playing church league softball?
Oh, yes. Okay. How did I forget?
Because it's a very competitive men's league on Sunday nights. And I'm on a team called Grace Black, and all of the guys are way, way, way younger than me. I mean, for sure. Like, this guy made it to first base, and I thought, gosh, that guy looks old. This is what I thought in my mind. And someone asked him, how old are the people in this league? And he said, there's all ages. They're anywhere from 20 to 50. And I thought, really? 50? 50?
Well, Len, you've been blessed not to lose a lick of your hair yet, which I still don't know how you've done this. But
I don't know. But you know what? It's really fun right now because on the games, my wife Judy goes to the games, and my daughter April, who played competitive college softball, now she gets to go and she gets to watch her dad practice what he preached. I coached her all these years, and now she gets to go and see if I can still do it.
That's so fun. That's fun. It's so great to be able to get out there and do that, whatever it is. Or
you've got to have something like that. Like, wouldn't you like your kids to see you act and sing? Because you did that. That was a big part of what you did.
Well, and I did do that I was in Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. Goodness, it's been years now. But one of the reasons I wanted to do that is so my daughter, Michaela, she was real little at the time, could see me, her mom, do that in Beauty and the Beast. But I would love to do that again sometime.
Well, I'll tell you.
That would be my softball to yours, Mia.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, though, even though she's not playing to win, if Serena Williams wins because she's that good and she's that competitive. It'll be fun to watch. I'll love watching that.
For sure. Well, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm always telling my husband, boy, I'm feeling hot. It's hot in here. Ladies, maybe you feel me. You're going through the hot stages. Well, if your home feels warmer to everyone than it really should, then it might mean your windows could be working against you. Your old windows, they could let the heat pour in, and your air conditioning has to work overtime. New windows can make such a difference, and we have such a great podcast sponsor, Universal Windows Direct. We love them. It's such a great time working with them, and they're a great company who does a great job.
Yeah, they really do. They've got a product. It's exclusive. It's super spacer technology, and it really makes a difference when it comes to drafts and insulation and keeping the air on the outside where it belongs. Here's the special I want to tell you about, okay? Right now, you can get 48 months of 0% interest financing, same as cash. That's 4 full years to pay with no interest, making this the perfect time to get your windows. Plus, buy 4 windows, get 4 free. Want more information? Go to the website, universalwindowsdirect.com. You'll agree. You'll say, thank you for telling me because I love my windows.
Well, I hope you're off to have the best day. Just as a reminder, our gas giveaway, the keyword is beach. Just go to our website, startyourdaypositive.com. And while you're there, answer today's Stump Day question, which was, Montana is the only state where this is still legal. What is it? And we'll be right back here tomorrow with a brand new episode.
You know, it's interesting. Recently, I was just reading some quotes from famous people, celebrities, athletes, who have something to say about their faith or their relationship with God. I guess maybe what drew me to this was over this past weekend, there was an event in Berea, Ohio, and a number of the Cleveland Browns stood at the front of an event. I think it was called CLE for Christ or something like that. A couple of the Browns players, they were baptized in a pool in Berea, and it was just super cool. And I thought, sometimes these high-profile people, them just taking a stand for what they believe, it can make a big impact. So I was looking through some. I ran across one, and I thought this was great. I thought this was something worth sharing today. It's going to be our closing prayer for the podcast, something for you to take with you today. And this comes from the actor Chris Pratt. Of course, you know Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Jurassic Park series, Avengers, even did voice work in the Super Mario Brothers movie. And here's what Chris says. Take this with you today. He says, God is real. God loves you. God wants the best for you. Believe that. I do. So that's our prayer today. Take that with you. In Jesus' name, amen.